The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
That's my business.
I'm no fool. I know the Qunari are waiting for something, and it isn't rescue. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawk?
Sounds like you'd be better off without this headache.
They will not leave, and we don't have the resources to force the issue. At least, not in a way that would leave the city intact. If they had come to conquer, I suspect they would have done so.
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack. But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although...
You have doubts?
They claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
Is this a paid position? I'm somewhat in demand.
You've served yourself, built a fortune. I give you that. But if you, and only you, cannot calm this situation, I fear the only reliable investment will be in swords and armor. Serve your city, and then we will talk about what you are due. The Arishok is waiting. I should spend more time with my boy. This life is too short. The Arishok has left me out of this action. I can't say I'm upset by that. The Arishok has left me out of this action. I can't say I'm upset by that.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy?
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. Not that I appreciated it at first, but things change. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari, and I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
Kinship is the least of your worries if you stand with the Qunari.
If I am lost to the Maker for refusing to hate someone, for finding beauty in the other, well, perhaps the Maker is the one who is not worthy of me. There are other ways to see the world. The Kunari have shown me that. Another time, when things are better. I hope you can help my father, Sirah.
Good day to you, Sirah.
The Kunari don't need to be his...
Enter if you must.
Sirah Hawk.
Well?
Last we met, I did not know your name. Did not care to. You have changed your fortune over the years. The Kunari have not. I offer a courtesy, Hawk. Someone has stolen what he thinks is the formula for Gatlock. You will want to hunt him.
I got next to nothing from our last deal. Solve your own problem.
Thousands will die. The stolen formula was a decoy. Sarkamek, a poison gas, not explosives. A small amount is dangerous enough to your kind, but if made in quantity, perhaps by someone intending to sell it.
That merchant, Javaris.
Would he be cautious? Or would he assume success and make enough to threaten a district? A courtesy, Hawk. You will want to hunt him.
Any idea where we can find Javaris?
I heard about a sell-off. Merchant territories and such. They don't do that unless someone left in a hurry. I'd have figured he'd rooked some noble. He's sure not a burglar.
Just tell me where he is.
I haven't kept up on the squirt. Ask the coterie.
Panahedon, Hawk. I do not hope you die. You waste time. The dwarf and his theft have caused a very real threat to your city.
It took Javaris long enough to come up with this. Are you sure it was him?
Others have asked for the Gatlock, but only he chose to delude himself beyond no. Is 3 years so long to a hateful fool? I have no way of understanding such weakness. His crime seems obvious. Further evidence could be the deaths of many. I wouldn't wait.
You made your hate for this city clear 3 years ago. Why give me this warning?
I don't call anyone in Kirkwall an ally or even a good rival. But you have shown competence. The day comes when the Qun will demand an accounting. Until then, I will show respect to the most promising among you.
So you just leave the decoy laying around?
We did not make it easy. 3 Kunari died defending it, enough to impart a sense of worth. If the real formula were at risk, the Qun would demand that we protect it to the last of us.
I'll have his head by morning.
His death is inevitable. You will determine how many join him. Panahedon, Hawk. I do not hope you die.
Your armor is very shiny, Sebastian. Doesn't that make you an easier target?
The light of the Maker is my armor, Meryl. I'm not afraid.
Maybe you could ask him to make his light less shiny? Then you wouldn't need as much armor.
Turn up your purses, Kirkwall. The leases of Javaris Tintop are up for grabs.
You're selling the assets of Javaris Tintop?
We are. Limited districts, limited contracts. Keeps territory clear and separate from the start. He had a meager lot, but he skipped with dues outstanding, so up it goes.
I need to find Javaris now. Where's he hiding?
Scary. Anyone else, I'd jump to their defense. Unless they owed me, like he does. Javaris left in a hurry. I'd put him at Smuggler's Cut, if he's avoiding patrols. It empties at a cave outside town. Tell him I said, don't come back.
Not the trail I'd expect from a master thief. Just saying.
Turn up your purses, Kurtwall. The leases of Javaris Tintop are up for grabs.
Quit your blubbering, dwarf.
You? Granny's garters, she would hire you. I can't buy a break on discount. You know what? Go ahead. Take my head and pike it back to that sodding elf. I need the rest.
You brought this on yourself. Who else would steal their powder?
Wait. You're tracking for the Canary? Then she did it. That elf got them after me for nothing. Bitch born.
Him being our man would be a trifle too easy.
Look, I'm minding business, same old. Then out of the blue, some elf tries to kill me. Says she's got the Canary powder and I'm her cover. I slipped her, hired some bodyguards, and ran for it. And now you're here. Great.
You always were a good liar.
Let me ask you something. Are you exploding? Well, then I probably don't have the sodding powder, do I? Here. Want to drag Dark into light? I had a man follow her. The elf's in Lowtown. I just want to get out with my dead guards. Thanks for that.
You and I are done.
Good and good. Thanks to you, I've got a lot of dead gear to haul. Sodding dog lord inroader.
He bothered me.
All of you, I can't fight the damned air. You want to live, stay out.
Move, guard. I need to pass.
Wait. Messer Hawk. Maker, please, the street is death. There was a cloud that drove people mad, and now a seeping mist that kills. All I can do is warn people. If someone like you dies on my watch, I'm right stuffed.
Tend the herd, boy. I'm going in.
Shit. My throat. Words. We must find the source.
This should do the trick on those barrels. You, elf. Is this your doing?
Is that... Sarah Hawk? You have enemies. I'm glad it's you, really. These poor people. You are a much better target.
Explain yourself, now.
Qunari take my people. My siblings forget their culture, then go to the Qun for purpose. We're losing them twice. So I get some help from your people. We'll take the Qunari thunder, make some accidents, and make them hate it. But this is all wrong.
Only one thing to do with a mad dog.
It can still work. They're hidden in your city. They'll enrage the faithful and make sure the Qunari are blamed. Me, I'm finished. I just need a few more bodies. A few more.
Shock how he was right and wrong.
Let's go.
Right behind you.
Shocked if there's otherwise.
So, I was wrong about our thief.
Very.
They say we were careless with our trap, that this is our fault. But even without the sarcomech, there would have been death. This elf was determined to lay blame at our feet.
But your feet didn't do anything wrong. Did they?
I admire conviction with a focus, but your kind are truly committed to weakness.
That weak elf made a good effort at using your own weapon against you.
We have but one weapon, the certainty of the Qun. It cannot be used against us.
Well, of course not. Certainty's not pointy enough to make a good weapon.
And it doesn't matter. I am not here to fight. I am here to satisfy a demand you cannot understand.
And when will that be?
It will take as long as needed. No ship is coming. There is no rescue from duty to the Qun. I am stuck here.
You keep going on about that, but never say anything.
Should I argue the wind? Very well. Filth stole from us. Not now, not the sarcomech. Years ago. A simple act of greed has bound me. We are all denied Parvolin until I alone recover what was lost under my command. That is why this elf and her shadows are unimportant. That is why I do not simply walk from this pustule of a city. Fixing your mess is not the demand of the Qun, and you should all be grateful! Thank you, human, for your service. Leave.
That's an Oxman ready to charge. The Viscount should know.
My patience is strained.
I fell off the pier once. The harbor is really deep.
What is that smell? Why does this place always smell? These Qunari are never leaving Kirkwall. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up. May I take him to the barracks time to time? He could help train my guards.
He's here to keep the place safe. I need him to stay.
Your decision, but a fat hound won't do you much good.
Ah, you've returned. If you need me for anything, by all means, let me know.
I wonder if actually warring with the Qunari would cause as much damage.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
I killed the thieves responsible.
Right. A mad elf pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
He's a hair from the edge. You need to keep everyone calm.
Too late, I fear. It's a shame. He was making overtures of cordialness. Your influence, no doubt.
Get to what happened.
A Qunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing almost literally from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
I've had enough to do with the Arishok. I don't need this.
None of us do, Sarah Hawk. Someone is pushing very hard, and I fear they want this to end badly. Speak with Seneschal Bran. Then you will see why I cannot trust anyone else with this. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Qunari, but it will cost all of us. I'm preparing for the worst, the very worst. This may require absorbent linens. I'm preparing for the worst, the very worst.